Hello, everybody, and welcome to History Through Canadian Numismatics. And, of course, we have my co-host Dale from Coin World UK, who's going to be covering the European coins during those years, from 1960 through 1964 today. So, as per before, if you contribute, those that do the best in the contributing, we will select a couple of people to receive a nice coin out of my wonderful bucket list coin. Yeah, the bucket list coin barrel. And we'll have a little bit of fun seeing what you have. And by the way, this is because we're coming to the end of the month. This particular one will be the last one for the month. And the coins, whatever coins you've accumulated, will be going out tomorrow. So you can look forward to that. And I see we got a few people in the house here where we got Coin Junkie, Evil Arch Conservatives already in. Of course, Coin World UK. Hey, how are you doing today there, Dale?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Still just I dropped me coins, so it's all mixed up. I was setting up a drop me coins, as you heard. I went, oh no, and yeah. So I think I'll just find the coins as I go along. Is there any chance you can pop it into free square, into like dual square?
Rather than what, bring you up?
No, the double square. So it's
I will try to do that. The double square.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's perfect. And then I can just be a bit more comfortable this way. There we go.
Okie dokie.
And the first one's going to bring us obviously. We don't do a 60 for the 1 penny. I'm just going to turn the camera around. Oh, wrong one.
Yeah, I'm being a little bit lazy tonight. I'm going to be using coinsincanada.com to show the coins instead of hauling them out of the albums. I do have all the coins from 1960 on for every denomination in my collection, but these tend to have a little bit more information that I can share with you. A good example, of course, you're seeing the 1960 penny that's up there from Canada, and believe it or not, the melt value for that 1 cent now is 4 cents. So you can see why we had to get rid of them. It was just costing too much. The 1960 had two varieties, 1960 and the 1960 hanging zero, which basically meant it was just down a little bit. Wasn't quite lined the same as the regular one.
Okay.
Yeah, true. It is minor cheating. Makes it a little bit easier. And
okay, I do have all the coins.
See, this is a wonderful website. You guys, anybody collecting any Canadian coins for references, including approximate values for the grades, it's pretty cool.
I'd just like to say hello to the chat. Evil Arts Conservative, Coin Junkie. I think Alan W was in here a minute ago. I'm pretty sure he was here.
I'm pretty sure she'll show up.
I hope so too, to be honest. What else is there? 60s. Right, I do have the English version to this shilling, but I can't find it. I think it's gone under somewhere. And I do. Well, if you check my YouTube channel, I do have absolutely every coin for the Queen Elizabeth pre-decimal coins. So, yeah,
I can attest to that. He's got them all.
It was a lot. It was a long haul doing that, but it was worth doing because they're out there now. They can be seen, and So anyway, I will quickly just run through these. There is 2 versions to the Scottish and English. Is the Queen.
Let me bring you up. There you
okay.
go.
So I will just show you a Scottish version because it doesn't really matter about the date on the reverse. Actually, it's a sixpence. Yeah. So we have the 1 shilling and 1960, and it should have all the information at the back. 14 million. That's the Scottish version with a single lion. That would be yellow.
That's a nice shape.
Oh, it's a beautiful shape. These coins. They would have been much better if I didn't drop them on the floor a minute ago. But yeah, that would have been like yellow and red, I believe. Yeah, that had a yellow background with a red lion. Absolutely amazing coin. 14 million, made in London. No, still London, I believe. Yeah, London, England. And Pro nickel. Very cool coin to collect. And the English version would look like this at the back. Just get one of the other coins. So you have the 3 lions. Don't worry about the date. It's going to be 1960. And you have the Edward's crown shield, same as that one. You have the 3 lions, blue and white, and then you have yellow and red. That's that for this for the 1960. Then we have the sixpence or Tanner. So carried the same design as the previous years. And then we have the 1960 halfpenny. You can see I just the golden hind again.
Is that the golden hind or the Mary Rose?
That's the golden hind.
Golden hind.
It is one in London and is one in Brixham.
Lady Bravin, welcome aboard.
Lady Bravin. And we have threepenny bit, 3pence.
You know, 1960, it was only in 1960 that status Indians were given the right to vote. That's how long it took.
Oh, wow. That's a very long time, to be honest. Yeah, the Corona spy satellite successfully recorded photographs from space. The common, yeah, we saw that the other day with Coble. But yeah, you got the portcullis there, which is now the badge of Westminster Palace with Parliament.
Vincent Massey became the first Canadian to receive the Royal Victorian chain. It's interesting that it took that long.
Some things don't need to be as long as necessary.
1960, Dr. Gregory Pincus invented the pill. I'm sure there's a lot of women that were happy about that.
Probably a lot of men as well. Especially
yeah, that's true.
Okay. Events. In the state of emergency is lifted in Kenya. The Mau Mau uprising is officially over. The first global navigation satellite system called Transit was developed by Johns Hopkins University Applied Physics Laboratory under the leadership of Richard Kirshner, John F. Kennedy Jr. and Prince Andrew is born here. We'll talk about Andrew at the moment.
Yeah.
The Grand National is televised for the first time, and the winner is Merryman. If you don't know what the Grand National is, that's the annual event where kids are allowed to actually bet on a horse in for a horse racing event, and it's been it's a very prestigious event, the Grand National.
Well, that's neat. The 1960 Canadian nickel currently has a value of 9 cents for the melt value. And of course, it all depends on quality and wear, supply and demand, rarity, finish, and much more.
That's true. I've had a few questions on like you probably get them as well, and so does everybody else, where people go, "How much is my coin worth?" I have the same coin as you, and yours could be in a coin set, and you say, "Well, what condition is it in?" They say, "Oh, I found it," and I say, "Well, it's not the same coin then."
Mm-hmm.
Bill Griggs of Northampton first markets the Doc Martens airway style of 1460 boots. That's where the punk era come from. The Doc Martens. The cancellation of the Blue Street missile as a military project. I think that's when we went from Blue Street to Blue Steel missiles, wasn't it? Rightly. The first national televised president debate between Nixon and Kennedy, radio listeners through Nixon 1, TV viewers through Kennedy 1. That's interesting. 96 election. 303 to 390 electoral college. Kennedy.
The value of a 1960 dime is now currently $1.78 Canadian.
Wow.
Again, depending on where, etc. That's melt
still
value.
With the blue nose. The blue nose on there still.
It's interesting. Mary Gillick was the engraver and designer. Interesting.
I think a lot of the engravers like the Queen, because it would have been taken off as a portrait, and then probably would have been sent over as a die, a die piece.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Because that had been just after Christopher Ironside, wasn't it? Would have taken over then after that.
Melted minimum value of a 25-cent 1960 quarter is now $4.47 Canadian.
Is it illegal to melt coins down there in Canada with the Queen on it?
We don't melt them here.
So why do they keep putting melt value down?
I think it's basically giving people an idea what the silver content would be worth if you melted it.
Okay, because it sort of gives an open invitation to actually melt coins down when it's actually illegal to.
Mm-hmm.
The 1960 Carl Chessman convicted of red light bandit executed 12 years. During that time, he gained international support. In his cell, he wrote 4 books. 1960, shortly before the start of the International 500, 30 feet homemade scaffolding in infield with around 100 people sitting on the collapse. Really? Whoa. Killed 2 and 82 out of 8,300.
The 1960 50-cent piece, the Melton minimum value is $8.93 Canadian.
I was going to say around about $12 then. That's a beautiful coin, though, isn't it? Why would you melt that
That's
down?
my favorite coin for the Canadian ones. August 10th of 1960, the Canadian Bill of Rights is given royal assent.
Oh wow! So you got a royal seal on there now, then, on the Bill of
Yeah.
Rights. Bad shops pay mount value for coins regardless of.
Yeah,
They do
those are
indeed.
the shops you don't want to go to then.
Yeah, that's going to be like pawn shops and stuff like that, and what they call them, those cash converter kind of places. The Avro 7848 makes its first light at Woodford. 38 miners killed in an explosion at 6 Barrels Colliery in Monmouth. This is an hard word to say, actually. A Monmouthshire mine. This is one of my favourite pieces of music. This is the Shadows instrumental Apache is released.
Mm-hmm.
The Shadows, absolutely awesome. Dum, 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 dum.
The 1960 silver dollar. The Melton minimum value of the dollar is $17.87. Again, depending on condition, etc. But yeah.
Oh, bad news. Bad news. Blair. The first traffic wardens deployed in London. Blair.
Gee, and I would have thought it was the meters guys and gals.
There's a saying now. We got these private ones. You think they can whack a ticket on, and they have no legal stance. You can use them as paper airplanes. They're more for like, hey, 31st of December is the last day of which the farthing, a coin first minted in England in the 13th century, is legal tender.
Oh.
So the last day on which the farthing, a coin first minted in England in the 13th century, is legal tender. So that was why you saw it there somewhere, farthing. On
January 16th, Gordie Howe becomes the leading scorer in NHL history, passing Maurice Rocket Richard.
Plastic bags or bin bags first introduced for waste collection in Hitching. I think that's in London again. And now they're everywhere.
Well, they're starting to disappear here.
Do you know what? We used to have, when I was growing up, the metal tin bins. You know, just dump your waste, then they just dumped a lot in the garbage trash van. Who thought glass and metal was a bad idea when they changed the plastic? Well, that's what I got for 1960. I ain't going to read everything out because I know I want to keep it for next year as well. You know.
Oh yeah. Well, we can
next
move on
time
to
round.
61.
1961. What have we got here then?
61.
61. Find the 61.
I'm going to work backwards. I'll start off in 1961 in the
61. And I still didn't get the Scottish shilling out today. Oh, never mind. You know what it looks like. It's just a single line. Here we go. 60. Lots of shiny shows today. I had my penny here somewhere. There we go. There we go. Just gonna.
Oh
1961. Here we go. It's the penny. Bronze penny. Jim Jones, Jamestown, his wife, became the first white couple in Indiana to adopt a black child. They had previously adopted the minority children. Well, that's fantastic. We have the Britannia with the lighthouse.
Good grief. Look at the mintage on that thing.
What? 400? You have to read it backwards. Yeah, when we read our mintage backwards, it's easier. Yeah, Alan Shepard, look at that. And then we have the 2 shillings, or florin. I like to still call them 2 shillings myself. Or the 2 bob, or I used to like calling these 10 pences because I was born after decimal day.
Oh, that's a good looking coin. You
Still
know,
high.
evil arch conservative, you know how to send a cold chill down my back. That Jim Jones was the epitome of evil. And to see that him and his wife became the first white couple in Indiana to adopt a black child.
Wow.
You remember the Jonestown massacre,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Another good-looking coin.
These particular coins hold their luster, and they really don't wear down. They're built like
no.
I'm
looking specifically at the high points, and they're not wore down at all.
And this is a circulated coin. This is
unbelievable.
Just
a little bit around the ears and the laurel wreath, but that's still a beautiful coin.
So this is a 1 bob coin. You obviously seen the oh dear, where's that coin? Oh, we got it there. So yeah, you've seen the Scottish ones. I should have picked it up. So we have the 6pence, and these hold really well for a little coin, to be honest. Can you imagine this in your pocket getting rubbed around? I mean, some of the shamrocks there still got its sleeves. The thistle, the leeks, the rose still got its petals around there. Absolutely amazing. 115 million on this one. You don't realize this is like 50 years old though. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's just amazing. You got some nice points there, Evil Arch Conservative. I'm enjoying what you're reading here. Berlin Wall was built. That's cool.
Yeah, that was when it was a mad rush getting over to the west, wasn't it?
Yeah. Too many people trying to run across.
Because they only had like little fences, barbed wire fences at first, didn't they? Because the actual main wall wasn't built until later, 3 or 4 years later, from house to house. And then there's the Scottish version. The Scottish one seems to hold up better than the English ones, though. This one looks almost uncirculated.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And there's only 2 million of these made. Or shy of 3 million, let's say, to be honest. It's almost uncirculated, but you can see the slight things which have been hit, you know. The hair, the hair in the ears gone again. And that's my ones, Skipper.
Alrighty, I'll switch over here.
The first upside down, i.e., which was numerals of that year, looked the same as numerals rotated upside down, 1881. And the next one would be 1609. Yeah, 16,009.
That's cool.
And the next one after that will probably be 1906, 906, or no, it'd be 4/8, wouldn't it? 4/8, 8,888 would be the next one.
That Bay of Pigs invasion in April of '61 was a fiasco. That was one of the embarrassing blots on President Kennedy's presidency. But our 1961 Canadian silver dollar again has a minimum melt value of 1787. But I might point out that, you know, when we're talking grading and why grading is so important, an AU 50 in this is worth 1830. But if you go into an uncirculated, this is where you, if you're a collector, you start looking at some serious coin, because an MS 66 is worth nearly $2,000.
Jeez, that's got to be what, a mintage around about 700 then, or something like that at least.
Well, it's
well, less than that.
I'd have to look that one up. But yeah, that's phenomenal. Actually, they're the $61. They had a high mintage, and I can tell that right off the bat by the base price for a circulated coins, 1830. That's not very much. Well,
still an impressive number though.
It wouldn't be very much.
The farthing coin used since the 13th century. Obviously, it's continuing over from December. Legal tender in the United Kingdom. The Conservative Monday Club is established. Must be a gentleman's club. Say no more, eh? When it comes to the gentleman's club. Betting and Gambling Act 1960 comes in force, permitting operation of commercial bingo halls. Oh, this is interesting. Members of the Soviet Portland spy ring are arrested in London and charged 2 days later. It is. I totally agree. It is an magnificent. The Canadians got some amazing coins.
Yeah, they do.
And I believe that that a lot of the Canadian coins are overlooked, to be fair. Do you think some Canadian coins are overlooked, underrated?
To a degree. I mean, again, it's because we have close ties with the United States. They tend to collect quite a bit of the Canadian coins, but the further away that you get from Canada, I think the interest tends to wane a little bit. But that's just natural. There we go.
I like the Dove.
Bring my
We've got a 1967 Dove penny, which I like. That's one of my favourite coins. The peace penny. The 5 members of the Portland spy ring go on trial at the Old Bailey, accused of passing nuclear secrets to the Soviet Union. The black and white £5 note seized to be legal tender. Sierra Leone gains independence from the UK. Just going to go for, I don't want to read out too many things.
Tommy Douglas, elected leader of the newly formed New Democrat Party in Canada, and the premiers met in Charlottetown on August 14th that year. It's interesting.
Sorry, that in the chat. Sorry, I missed that. Sorry. What was that little event you just read?
What about Tommy Douglas or the premiers meeting in Charlottetown?
Yeah, is that? Do you know anything about that? Is that?
Well, it's significant in that there were a lot of changes that were going going about, hey, Dimebag, I'm glad that you're getting a chance to
Bye.
watch. You must be you're doing the what do you call it? The vending machines, right? Is that you that's working on the vending machines, or am I thinking of CJ? No, I think that's CJ that's doing that. That's right. You're working with your son.
Yeah, he does the voice control, doesn't he, for the sat nav?
Yeah, he's trying to keep it organized in my head. There's too many occupations going on here. But, yeah, he just switched jobs. He gets to work at home.
Here you go. This is a significant piece of history in the United Kingdom. The first mother care shops opens as Mother and Child Centre in Kingston upon Thames. Now, it's very important because this shop, if you're pregnant, not even a woman, obviously, and your waters break, they will give you a load of free gifts. And now they sadly they closed down about a year before the pandemic. So I believe they went under in 2018. But they were a huge chain, Mothercare. Oh man.
May 4th to the 24th, 1961, biracial freedom riders met hostile mobs in Montgomery, Alabama, and Jackson, Mississippi. 27 are arrested for disturbing the peace. Yeah, that was a very violent time, especially in the southern states.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's been any unrest from that, really. It's just, I think when you have these riots or protests, what you like to call them, you have there people doing the cause, and you have people there just for the violence.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? They get in the mix, and they ruin it. They ruin what the message is, if that makes sense. Birth control pills become available on the NHS after availability is backed up by the health minister, Enoch Powell. I don't know, never even heard of him.
Did you know Ernest Hemingway committed suicide?
No, I didn't actually.
I did not know that. So July 2nd, 1961, he committed suicide. That's something I never knew.
I always thought he died of an heart attack or something like that. I thought he's died in natural causes or something in there. I didn't know it was suicide. Interesting. The RAF,
October 1st of 61, CTV, Canada's second major television network, begins broadcasting.
Can you remember the very first program on there?
You know, it's kind of a blur. It's like my kids when they ask you, Dad, what was it like when you were a kid? And all I could think of, it was black and white. That's right. When we finally got a TV, that's all I watched was black and white TV.
Do you know why numbers are on the back of the shirts of football players and other football players and other football players?
Oh, I can't wait to hear this one. Why?
Okay, now in black and white, when people used to listen on the radio, and in black and white TVs, and it was also for the blind. On a pitch, there was grids, so you'll have 9 pieces of grid. Depends on the sport. Say football, there would be 6 pieces of grid for one side and 6 pieces of grid on the other, which made up 12. So that is why you have the goalie at 1, 2, 3, 4 in the defence, 4, 5, 6 in the midfield, or 7, 8, 9 in the midfield, depend on the formation, and 11 and 12 as the strikers. And when the commentators used to speak, they will say, number 12 is in grid 1, now he's in grid 4, is about to shoot. Oh, number 1 saves it. So people knew exactly where the players were. That's hence why we had commentators. Now they're just called pundits. There you go.
Beautiful 61. Well, you know, it's showing a 59 dime here. I don't know why they put a 59 dime in for a 61. I guess it didn't change very much. Keep your eyes open, folks, because our newest blue nose dime is pretty sharp, and it's colorized.
No, I can't wait.
But that's that one there. The minimum melt value is $1.78, but even AG3, it's worth $1.95. So that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
What are they for uncirculated? Holy mackerel! If you can find yourself an MS66 in a 1961 dime,
Let me guess.
$119.
Oh, I was gonna say about 85, but a little bit out.
Well, depends on if you're converting to US.
Okay, 60 tools. Let's just get my 60 tools ready. I'll just found my English 1960 coin, by the way.
Yeah, they look pretty well the same. I never noticed that before. I have to double check that. You notice the denticles on the Canadian nickel for 61?
Yes,
it still seems to have the what is that?
12.
The 8 sides? What? 1, 2, 3,
12 sides, isn't it?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 sides. But the actual coin itself looks round on this one.
Yeah. It's very was it optical illusional?
Very interesting. Take a quick look at the penny, and then we're going to move on to 1962.
I think I got all my 1962s up.
Oh, that's a nice looking one. 1960. It's the 61. Why is the 60? Oh, that's 60. Yeah, 61. 61 has a hanging one as well. Isn't that interesting? Okay, there's the hanging one.
Oh, is that where the lip is being like at the edge? At the top of the one?
Yeah, I think it's right here.
Right, close to the lip of the 6. So it's, yeah.
Interesting.
So that means the other one must be quite straight then.
All right, let's swing into 1962.
1962. Let's get some.
Since I'm up here, before I switched over to Dale, I'll tell you that the penny is still worth 4 cents melt value. But if you're lucky enough to find one that's uncirculated, an MS66, $107. And if it happens to have a hanging too in a 1962, it's worth $226.
And you got one?
No, of course not. A missing M. If you have a missing M, it's $269. I love these variations that they have, all these different.
When they said, is there a picture of the missing M? Because that's quite curious. Because is that
I will check and see right now.
If it's faded or is actually missing. Because
let's see if they got the missing M on here.
Because that'd be quite.
No, of course not. It says this section allows you to view the complete 1 cent missing M prices, and including yeah, it doesn't show it, which I wish they did. But there are spots that you can look it up. Probably find it in the Charlton.
1960 Pleasant 90s Many Pleasant Nightmares. Robert Carter created horror movie hosted by Sammy Terry, Tale of the Cemetery on WTC4 Indianapolis. Long horror show hosted. See his on YouTube. Yeah, sounds quite good actually. I might actually take a look at that. I like the old B movies. Right, let's go to the.
I used to love those old horror shows back then.
Me too. I love the old B movies where it was sort of like the unknown TV, and it's to scare the craziest out of you.
I can still take off shock theater. It was like, close your windows, close your doors for the adventures of shock.
This is the first practical LED light emitted diode was invented. That's pretty interesting.
That's
so it's
pretty.
Let's see if I can play my American money again. 143 million. That's
Whoa,
not bad.
That looks new.
I've had this one for a very, very long time. Yeah, this is what the coins end up looking like. Yeah, it's a lovely coin, this. You won't get many like this anymore.
I guess not.
Until it's not been cleaned. Still got its ghost in there. It's just got a little bit of wear there. It's a beautiful coin. And then we have the English and Scottish. One bob, 1 shillings. And 18 to 36 million. I don't really know why they've done this on this coin, where they've done a dual nationality when they could have quite easily just done one coin and put all the representations of the coins there, because it's still minted in London.
Well, I heard rumor that when you put a Scottish and English coin together like that on a table, they actually repel each other.
You're right. Oh. It's repulsive.
In May of 1962, the Canadian dollar is pegged to the U.S. currency, and that's when it all started.
Ooh. What date in May 1962?
May 2nd.
Oh, dang it. LNW, he fell asleep. 35 million on the 2 shillings. Look at that.
Glad to see LNW actually came and joined us.
He fell asleep on the job. You can see he was just running around in the box. Off reference. I like this design. The last time you see this is actually on the 1 penny.
Oh, wow.
On our new 1 pennies. Nice.
July 30th of 1962, the Trans-Canada Highway opened.
So how 1962 Trans-Canada Highway now. I know in 1974 the Siberian Trans Highway opened.
They crisscross.
So that must have been a hell of a feat to actually do, because a lot of that's wilderness as well, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So how long did that take to finish that eventually?
Oh, it would have taken years. Very important year, 1962, with the Cuban Missile Crisis that occurred. That was between October 25th and November 12th. We thought there was going to be a nuclear war for sure.
Yeah.
Diefenbaker refused to put Canadian forces on alert, angering the U.S. government. It's also December 11th of that year. It's the last 3 hangings in Canada that took place.
This is a beautiful coin. Do you know what I like about ships on coins? Is not what it means is like many as a whole, where you have trade and freedom to travel.
Yeah, that would be a good representation.
Because that's the way it was. You can travel and trade was through ship. So, and that's what I like about ships on coins. That's Marvel Comics publishes this first issue of the Hulk comics.
Oh my lord, I remember that like it was yesterday.
Roger Walshman's is second in the Atlas. Crocodile Hunter. Oh, missed it. Let's go over. I'll read that Crocodile Hunter. Oh, Steve Irwin was born. The first Walmart store opens for business in Rogers, Arkansas. Hello, Skipper.
Hello. The wonderful Canadian nickel of 1962.
It's a beautiful
worth 9 cents in melt value, but if you can happen to find one that's uncirculated and in MS 66, it's worth $437. But the average price is like a G4 is a dime, unless of course you find one with a double date. Then you can get one for like a VG8 for $1. So they're very affordable for collections.
You may remember some of these actually. An outbreak of smallpox spreading from Cardiff infects 45 people and kills 19 in South Wales. 900,000 people in the region are vaccinated against the disease. The BBC TV, this is what I'm on about. The BBC television broadcast the first episode of Z Cars, noted as the realistic portrayal of the police.
Don't recall it.
Z Cars or Z Cars. I don't obviously. Later on in the years, obviously, I watched the police cars that drove around. It was awesome. The 12 European countries form the European Space Agency. So just lots of political. I don't put political sort of stuff on. The last trolley buses in London run.
I used to drive trolley.
Did you?
Yep.
There's actually a really good museum in London with all the buses and stuff. It goes all the way through the years. It's really, really clever. They've done it. And the taxis. Britain's first legal casino opens in Brighton, Sussex. You've been to Brighton, I believe.
Oh, yeah, I have. Had fish and chips there.
That's not fish and
checked out
chips,
the
it's
pier,
deep fried
and
fish and chips.
very stony beach.
Oh yeah. You should go down to, if you'd gone down towards Bognor and Chichester area, it's much more smoother sand. As it actually is, the opening of the Chichester Festival Theatre, Britain's largest modern theatre, with the fresh stage, Laurence Olivier is the first artistic director. I've actually, in Chichester, if you ever come to England, forget about Salisbury Cathedral, go to Chichester Cathedral. It is spectacular.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, I'd like to see it. August 5th, 1962, Marilyn Monroe, 36, died of an overdose of sleeping pills and alcohol. So they say.
Yeah, so they say.
There's a lot of theories on that one.
Yeah. Did you know, I can't remember the guy who's above her where she's laid in rest, in Los Angeles. But that he is turned up the other way, so he faces down on her, and his wife is next to him. And it's the most kissed, monument or gravestone in the world. That's why if you ever go to see it,
yeah,
it's all marked up with all this red. Oh, look at this! This is an amazing car. This is. Ford launches the Cortina, the family soon costing £573, in similar size to the Vauxhall Victor, the Hillman Minx, and the Morris Oxford Farina. It's a stupid thinking name. That's when cars had character. You had to kick them to start them, and turn it over 4 times to get it going or something. Give it a little push. I don't think cars really have that sort of character anymore. The by-election is held in Chippenham, Wiltshire. That's where I live, where Conservatives are narrowly re-elected ahead of the Liberals. Oh, thank goodness. Severe smog in London causes numerous deaths. We don't want to land on a bad one, do we?
Oh, that's the one with the raincoats. I'm just reading the one on Escape from Alcatraz. That's very interesting.
Is that the one with Clint Eastwood in?
Was it Eastwood that was in that one? I think it was. The six. No, wait, was it Clint? Why am I thinking of?
Was that a later one? Oh no, we're in '62, aren't we? So that must have been later. That must have been a really, really early one.
Was it Burt Lancaster?
I think it was Burt Lancaster.
Yeah, I think so. Very interesting.
It's amazing how many remakes are on remakes. If you look at some of the films.
Yeah. Oh, if only Kmart would have thought about this with Walmart starting to open up in Rogers, Arkansas.
'63.
L&W is making up for lost time here.
He is, isn't he? I must have slept a while. I think I was still about 180. Numismaticals. Patty Ferguson was born. The Lincoln Center for Performing Arts opens in New York.
First family comedy album. Who released that?
Comedy album. That rings a bell.
Ooh, Archie Bunker.
Do you know, there's been some interesting stuff throughout the years. We've done
Oh, we're right in the 60s here. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff going on. I mean, we're talking dealing with Vietnam is in there somewhere, which we haven't seen a lot of because it's because the Americans were starting to take over from when the French left, and dealing with the Cold War, which is a huge thing.
Then it was a Cuban. It was lots of like political conflicts going on at the time. You know, political chess, as they would say, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's a bit like today, really, with all this, you know, he said, she said sort of stuff's going on at the moment around the world.
Hello, Patty Ferguson. You snuck in there.
I don't see Patty. Where is Patty?
So I was born in 62.
My eldest brother was born in 62.
Yeah, we're right back to Nevada, right outside of Las Vegas. Atomic City.
Oh, there's Patty. My brother was born on the 2nd of April, 1962. I wish he was born on the 1st of April, because I could have called him a joke.
And Darren's going, hey, where's all the Canadian coins? Okay, well, we're going to swing it over to 1963 here. And you'll see some Canadian coins.
Big country. Great to see you, my friend. Big country's in the house.
Okay. Big country. So we're looking at 4 different varieties of the 63 1 cents. Again, depending on grade and whatnot, the melt and minimum value is still 4 cents. But if you're lucky enough to get some unusual ones, that's why it's good to educate yourself and actually check your coins. A 1963, an MS-66, $96, or with a hanging 3, $149. So it can be worth a few bucks if you know what to look for.
Absolutely. It's always best to do your own personal research with anything.
Absolutely. What do you got there? Let's see what you got.
I got a 1963 1 penny.
Oh yeah.
This is a circulated condition coin, and it is a 1 penny with the lovely Britannia. And did you know Britannia is a mistress of King Charles II? That's what she's based on. But the early versions of Britannia was done by the Romans when Caesar invaded Great Britain, or Britanniarum.
Probably an ancestor of Camilla Parker Bowles. They seem to like doing that in that family. Did I say that out loud?
Call it Camilla Parker Trolls. I mean, I'm very much a queen. I'm a queenie. I just don't believe what she must be exonerated by her siblings sometimes.
Yeah, I'm a monarchist too, but I don't like what happened.
It's ridiculous. And just a quick side note here, when you got the shoreline going to a shin, and it goes below, one's called a high C and one's called a low C. So if you ever see that on other coins, on other pennies, keep bearing that in mind. Like there is a high tide and a low tide. It's a beautiful coin, this. I love
that. That is a handsome looking coin.
The hair's absolutely fantastic.
Silver Tanny, welcome aboard.
Hey, Mr. T. Then we have the florin, or the sorry, not the, this is the half crown, not the florin. As you can tell, and look at that. I just love this. So you have England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and England. With the scrolls. Elizabeth Regina or Elizabeth Queen. Did I say that right? You know Latin better than I do. You must laugh at me sometimes when I say that stuff.
Yeah, I did take Latin in school. Like I said, I can date myself if I want to, but I've lost most of it.
See how the Scottish one holds up better against the English one?
The one on the left looks better.
Yeah, that's the Scottish one. Is better than the English one. Always does.
Must be the weather.
Yeah. Don't go out very much and spend because it's so cold. And I guarantee there's like 10 million more. But I mean, it looks like, I mean, that's actually a used coin. If you look closely, you can still see some of the side little dents and stuff. That's just dirt on that. Yeah, it's just, but you can still see some of the little dings. That's awesome coins though. English version, Scottish version, or variant, or whatever you want to call it. And these are what we would call 1 bobs. Or 5 pences when I was growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the 6pence. This is not bad actually because it's still got the hairlines. 112 million. Unless you go that way, you got 469 million. That's the 6pence. Tanner. And 2 shillings. 2 bob. It's a nice coin. And then we have the halfpenny. And don't forget, our pennies, there's 240 pennies in a pound at the moment. So it's 240 of these will make up £1. So that would be 480 of these to make up £1. So you have to have deep pockets.
Vietnam's definitely a troubled country.
It is a very troubled country. I mean, I'll just leave them there for a moment. Should I put that on top of this? It's a bit shinier. Okay, that's me done. Skip.
All right, Evil Arch. Yeah, okay. It's a good year, though.
Oh, I love the ring tab. I used to like playing them in school and flicking them.
Our beautiful 1963 silver dollar.
Wow.
Melt value again with the minimum value is in 63 $17.87 Canadian. But let's look at the numismatic value and how much you could actually look at paying for a coin like this. Again, because of mintage, the 63 silver dollar is fairly cheap. So you can get yourself an AU50 for around $18.30, so shop around. If you're buying off of eBay, then you always look at the sold and make sure that you're not going to pay too much. And keep in mind that those that are raw will be cheaper than those that have been graded. An MS66 in this would cost you $968 on average. So it can cost you. The mintage was 4,179,000 of these, so it's still not bad. It's a higher mintage compared to some of the other ones.
That's a beautiful coin. Do you know what I mean? It's just. I mean, if I was to get one, it was in bad shape. I'd be still happy to get one. You know what I mean? Considering how low the mintage is. I was just reading the chat here where 1963 JFK assassinated the pink channel suit Jackie was wearing will not be seen to the public until at least 2103. President of the United States, yes, President Lyndon B. Johnson established. Do you know what? I've actually been to the Grassy Knoll and to the sixth floor museum in Dallas. Yeah, Jack Ruby shot Oswald.
It was a bad year.
It was a terrible
year.
year.
It's also the year that the FLQ was started becoming active. And I don't know if you're aware of the FLQ, because I was actually called out on that many, many years ago during the FLQ crisis. But it's an interesting group of separatists that use terrorism to try to force the Quebec away from Canada. It's called the Front de Libération du Québec.
Oh, okay.
And Lester Pearson became the prime minister, replacing John Diefenbaker.
Man.
Hey, I lost my feed. Why did I lose my feed?
Do you know the a little fun fact for you? Do you know the blue and white and silver on the Air Force One?
Yep.
Do you know who put the color scheme to that?
Oh,
Jackie Kennedy.
really?
Yep. It used to be red and white. And she designed the color scheme to the Air Force One.
Wow.
There you go. Royal Air Force deploys the Blue Steel nuclear standoff missile to arm its V bombing force. It's just the Beatles released their debut album, Please Please Me. 70,000 protesters arrive in London who have marched all the way from Aldermaston to demonstrate against nuclear weapons.
Yeah, there was a lot of protesting back then.
It was just protesting among protesting about protesting, I think, half the time.
Mm-hmm. Back.
Pauline Reed, 16, is reported missing on her way to a dance in Gorton, Manchester, the first victim of the Moors murders. Race riots in Dudley. Remember the Great Train Robbery takes place in Buckinghamshire? Must have heard that.
Oh, I heard about that.
RF Flyinsdale radar station on North York Moors begins operation as part of the United States Ballistic Missile Early Warning System. Oh my God. Vauxhall launches the new Viva. Now, the Viva was a very long car. And you stuck out about 10 foot before you actually got out to the side roads. So imagine driving those cars down our roads.
Well, I can understand you typing slow because you're used to using a tablet with chalk, right?
And a blackboard rubber.
Jack Gottman, welcome aboard.
Jack! I think I've got a bit of an echo on your side. Zanzibar gained independence from the United Kingdom as the constitutional monarchy under Sultan Jasmin bin Abdullah. Sorry.
Thanks for joining us, Danny. It's always a pleasure.
I must be going. Break time is over, but I still need to be paid. Laters, everyone. IBB for life, Mr. T, and Commonwealth Brothers, of course, always. Hey! The motorway network continues to grow with the opening of the first section of the M4 in Berkshire, which is the M4, which is the main road from West to London. It goes all the way to Wales, from Wales all the way to London.
The Royal Commissioner on Bilingualism and Biculturalism is announced. Boy, that was a tongue twister.
You got the echo going on one of your sides.
I hear that.
I don't know now. Alrighty.
Let's swing over to 64.
64. Bing. Okie dokie. I didn't get very many coins out for 64 because I dropped them.
64 had a beautiful coin for their silver dollar. So, the anniversary of the Charlottetown Accords, Quebec. And the melt value was 1787, but it's worth a few bucks if you can find a decent one. It's still an affordable coin. But if you can find an MS-66, it's worth $1,500.
Nicholas. 1964 Kennedy $half is first obviously released to the public. This is the last silver coin intended for circulation made in the US. The Defense Minister Paul Hellyer is it released a report that recommends merging Canada's Army, Navy, and Air Force into one single force. A new Canadian flag, the red maple leaf on the white background, between two red bars, wins approval of Parliament. Didn't yours used to be blue as well, from the rightly?
They had some experimental flags that they had, and there was one of them that had blue, but they went with the red on each side of the white.
That's right. Yeah, the Beatles had the first and one then. Alrighty. Just going to show you 4 coins here quickly if you want me to, sir.
Sure, I'll bring it up.
As you can see, this is a very used 1 penny. That's just a scratch on. $153 million. That's a lot of weight. 1964. This is actually quite a nice one. I like it like that. Where it has, it's been looked at and it's still got history behind it, you know. $78 million and sixpence. 152 million. And the 2 shillings. I do have all the other coins. As you know, if you check my channel out, I'm pretty sure you will have. So thank you very much for that.
Nicholas H. has got some good things here about Paul Hellyer. That was a fiasco. He changed the Army, Navy, and Air Force into a tri-service, making it land, sea, and air elements. And it took a quarter century before they managed to get their identities back the way it should have been. And now we have an Army, Navy, and Air Force again.
Can you hear me now? Oh, still got echo. Echo. Jeopardy hosted by Art Fleming debuts. IBM introduces the first word processor. The Ford Mustang rolls off the showroom floor 2 days before it's set to go and sell nationwide. 1964, a year after LBJ elected president in his own right. The first vaccine developed for measles.
I didn't know they visited Winnipeg.
Who was that?
The Beatles.
Do you know what? My mate, he's fascinated with the Beatles and stuff like that. I'm not tied into like one group. You know, I like all sorts of music. Mine is classical sort of stuff, but which surprised a lot of my friends. I used to go to rock concerts.
Another affordable coin, the 64 half dollars, $8.90, and uncirculated. If you can find one that's MS66, roughly $283. So it's still an affordable coin. It's a beautiful coin.
They are pretty cool coins. Do you know what that is? Amazing reverse in there.
Yeah, it's 80% silver. Yes,
okay, just going to go down through this quickly. The film Zulu is released, obviously against it's about Strip, the Boer War, which is still shown to the Welsh Regiment. Government figures show that the average weekly wage is £16.
I watched that. 7th of February. I know exactly where I was. Windsor, Ontario. Sitting next to my dad while he made fun of the Beatles while they were on Ed Sullivan.
The Beatles, Ed Sullivan Show, crikey. The £10 banknotes are issued for the first time since the Second World War. No. Verdicts are passed on the 10 men for their role in the Great Train Robbery after one of the longest criminal trials and longest jury trials in English history. Buster Briggs, when he come back from, I think it was Brazil, that's when he decided to give himself up. And I think that was late 90s, I think, when he come back.
Oh boy, don't I know this one. March 13th, Canada begins a decades-long peacekeeping mission in Cyprus. Operation Snow Goose. I ended up on that.
That sounds like not a barrel of fun. When you got the word
no, I could have done without it.
I suppose any kind of mission or posting with the word snow in it.
Well, no, no. Cyprus wasn't that bad snow-wise. It's just
Cyprus.
country in a bit of a pickle.
Yeah, it's always been a controversial country, Cyprus in itself.
Yeah, it has been.
Sorry, I thought you said something about snow at the thing, the echo. The official opening of UK's first undercover shopping centre in the Bullring, Birmingham. Zoe's more or less from. Well, she's actually from the Black Country in Cradley Heath.
Oh, God bless the guy that developed a vaccine for measles.
A lot of it is about the Beatles on here. Goldfinger, the third James Bond film's premiere at the Odeon, Leicester Square, London. Malta obtains independence from the UK.
Several towns in coastal British Columbia, including Prince Rupert, Tofino, Port Alberni, and Zebulos, suffered damage from tsunamis associated with the Good Friday earthquake in Alaska. Overall damage is estimated at $10 million.
That's a lot of money.
Well, you can find a MS-67 Canadian dime in 1964. It's worth $469.
80% silver.
Jeez. That is remarkable. That's right. Do you know, I haven't actually gone through my world coins or anything like that, properly. I'm slowly going through them. But
again, this is a really affordable coin, though.
Yeah, it is for all it is. I mean, it's a beautiful looking coin. Look at that.
We've had some really good answers today. I'm going to switch this over, exit layout here. And bring yourself up, my friend, so I can see you.
Okay, I'm just going to read. Actually, I've forgotten where it is now. I've been reading the chat and that. It don't matter. I can read it another time, I suppose. Let's get back here. How do I do this again?
There we go. Sound should be a little bit better now. How's that?
That's much better. I don't know what happened in the last 10 minutes or so.
Oh, having trouble with my phones and stuff. I'll eventually get the thing
Hello, Skipper.
up quite a bit.
That. Do you know what? These guys just chucking up this stuff is mind-boggling, because it's always like I'm trying taking it in and learning about it, myself, and so you got the first vaccine developed for measles. Martin Luther King wins the Nobel Peace Prize at age 35. Beautiful, man. Beautiful pieces of information there. It wasn't really tragic either. I like the sport. I like the Indianapolis ones. I like the sport ones. Interesting about the IBM interest in the first word processor. That's pretty cool. A lot of things are happening. It was a crazy time in the modern life.
Yeah, it was. It was a transition phase going from the 1950s, which everybody has short hair and just trying to rock and roll is just kicking in, and suddenly everybody's rebelling, peace, love,
Yeah. Going against the establishment. That's when the long hair comes in. Boycotting the
Gosh.
barbers.
So I would say that we've had some really, really active people in here. Evil Arch Conservative, I'd say, is definitely deserving a coin today.
Yeah.
L&W, now that she woke up, she really came in with gangbusters, man. She brought in all kinds of good stuff. So definitely going to get a coin. And I had one other person here I was kind of impressed with that snuck in there. Where are they now?
Was that Jack Gorman?
Is it Jack? Oh, is he still there?
Jack's still here.
I got Nicholas. Nicholas had a bunch that he put in.
I'll let you decide, Skip. You're the
Okay, well, I'm going to put Nicholas as my third.
and Patty came in as well. Big Country came in and said hello. Dimebag's working, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay,
we'll do the three.
Yep.
Definitely. I'm going to put in this is my email for whoever has not sent me their address. Send me their address to this email here. I'll type it in here in the chat. And Evil Arch will be the first one pulled out of the bucket list today. But again, I remind everybody the coins are going out after this session here. So expect them within about 7 to 10 days, depending on where you are. Of course, down in the States, it takes about 10 days.
They were all proof.
And we got through, and we do a nice big little thing there. And Evil Arch gets. Oh.
Gold
Hello.
coin, chocolate coin.
A 2000 Canadian. And what do you know what? It's good to have good eyes, you know. What is that? It's a 2000 Canadian quarter.
Hey.
So there's Evil Arch. You get that one. It's kind of cool. It's got some trees on there. It's Canada. You know, you're going to get trees and lakes and fish. And
Get
stuff,
lots
so.
of trees.
So Evil Arch, you'll get that into your thing. Then we'll do L and W. What do we got in here? From the bucket list.
Evil Arch
And
gone.
we've got. Oh, why am I not surprised? A 1999 Canadian April quarter for our friend L&W.
Look at that.
Just kind of a cool looking one.
Should I a bit closer again? The reverse of that.
Well, the reverse. That's the reverse.
That is nice, Al. Do you know what? I love that design.
So that's L&W. And what was the third one again?
I would say.
Was it Ed?
Jack.
Or Jack? Speak up, Jack, if that's the one we're talking about.
Press one if you're still here.
Yeah, press one if you're still here. I'm not seeing anybody yet. Where are you?
Actually, see if I can actually write it on here, actually. Yeah, Jack Gorman's still in the house. Patty.
Oh, it's Nicholas. There he is.
Oh, Nicholas.
All right, Nicholas. You make sure that you send me your name and address on the email I posted there. And right there. All right. What is Nicholas gonna get? And Nicholas is gonna get. Well, it's only fitting. First time out, he's gonna get a 2015 Canadian nickel.
Beautiful. Look how shiny that is, man.
Oh yeah, they're in pretty good shape. These are nice ones.
Almost uncirculated, I would say.
That's right. So Set that aside for Nicholas, and there you go for today. And of course, I'll figure out something for you, my friend. It's okay. That's I'm going to pull yours aside. Make sure that you get one that's deserving, because you're always on here. And
I won't miss it for the world, my friend. I won't miss it for the world, honestly.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Really damning for me to miss this stream. It's be something really extreme or something, like a tornado tore down the house or something, you know, or
Exactly.
I love it. I just enjoy your company. Enjoy everyone else's company. We need to get more people on, though. You know, tell your friends. I keep forgetting that you have to tell me, because I don't even use it for myself. The share thing.
Well, I will make an announcement right now that we're coming very close to a time when things are going to change over the holiday period. After Remembrance Day, after November 11th, for the U.S. guys, that's like your Memorial Day. We have Remembrance Day. And I believe you celebrate the same thing in Great Britain. It's a Commonwealth thing. And after November 11th, I will be in character as St. Nicholas, or Father Christmas for some of you, for the entire season right through till December 25th. And we will definitely be changing things out a little bit, because the answers that you're going to have to give are going to have a holiday theme. So if we're talking about a date in that year, it's something that's happened relative to Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever, you know, something to do with a holiday theme. Yeah, it's Veterans Day. Okay, there you go. So you have one there too. So I never do it until after the Remembrance Day, but we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. Again, I'll be online a lot as Santa Claus, because I happen to be a Santa Claus person. If you haven't guessed yet,
he's a real Santa Claus.
Yeah, we will have a lot of fun with it when that comes along.
Oh, I can't wait.
So let's take a quick look and see what kind of raids we can do. Who we got on here today?
Let's have a look.
We got 2-pack Coin World Hunter. He's quite good. We got what looks like Mobile Coins is up. Maximus Silver, Coin Crew.
Who's got the least? He needs. Who do you think?
Who?
Who do you think needs more?
Well, it depends on which one. Most of these guys have got, you know, well, except for 2-pack, he's got quite a few.
Yeah, you got Jeff Silversmith on mine.
Let's take a look and see him. $50 make a holla. He's got over 108,000. Holy cow! Okay, he's doing all right. Coin Crew is live, and they only got 3,000. Just over 3,000. That's still high compared to us.
I'm looking for, like, you know, people with in their actual live streams.
Yeah, Maximus Silver Stacker's got 1,000. Mobile Coins is live. They got just almost 2,000. Mobile Coins is fighting to get to 2,000. They're just under.
We can go and see Larry if you like. Mobile Coins, a good friend.
Okay, well let's all hit. You got to do the link for Mobile Coins there, and
yeah, give me a second, and I'll get his channel. I think I've just gone past him, because he's gone for a lot. He has over the last. There he is, good old Larry Legend. Righty, here we go. Coming back to you.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you for coming by today. And don't forget to join us on Thursday at 1:30 Mountain Standard Time, or would be what Central Eastern Time would be what about 3:30 for Coin World UK's Battle Chat.
I
He's
believe so.
thinking.
Whatever it is, it's between 8:30, depending on technical glitches or
Yeah, I know. It's like a
whatever's going
crapshoot.
on behind the scenes. Yeah. So that'll be tomorrow. It's tomorrow, isn't it? Oh my god! Without the Tuesday stream, it's really
Where'd
weird.
the day go?
But yeah, it's
Thanks for having you, Patty.
it's great seeing everybody. Thank you, Even Arts. Thank you, Alan W, Nicholas, Patty, and of course, Big Country and Jack Gorman. Great to see you guys, and Coin Junkie as well. And of course, I'll be back tomorrow between 8:30 p.m. GMT, or it'll be 4:30 Mountain Standard Time. But you may not be in tomorrow.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm picking up my new car, so
Okay.
but I'll try to be here.
Okay, I mean, wheels are more important. You'll get around is
You
more
betcha,
important.
buddy.
And of course, back with the dates of 1965 to 70 with Numismaniac
That's right.
on Monday. So, and I'll be streaming on Sunday. One quick thing, I will be doing a Sunday auction for my silver paws. I will be doing a video tomorrow. I've got them all packed up, ready to go, and it's all got the COAs. And should I quickly just show somebody just how I pack them?
Yeah, if you want to, go ahead.
Give me a second. Oh, damn it. Let me go. I just pressed the wrong button again. So inside here is my silver paw. This is how they get packed. So they're all ready to go. And everything I make myself. So it will come in a little box like this. And little thank you stickers in the red thing there with my little sticker there. So it's like a little kit I make up. So
firsthand, I can vouch it is absolutely superior the way he does it.
And that's what the COAs are actually a sticker as well. So, and it's also got a covering letter in there, and they are all professionally hallmarked.
Yeah.
So the hallmarks on the piece. So here's the piece there, and the hallmark is just there. It's all laser engraved, all done, licensed with my hallmark. And that's one of them there. So what you get, my fingers are in the way. What are my fingers on? There we go. And
awesome.
And it comes with a covering letter, tells you the weight, when I made it, where it was made in Wiltshire, England. Nobody else does this. So if you do collect silver, I think it's a really cool way to collect your silver. And and it all comes, and all the prices that if you want to buy anything, of course, is postage, tax included. Internationally. So I've got 1, 2, we've got 6 there to go, and but I'll do a video tomorrow. Everything is made by me, so
yep, really nice.
I haven't done an auction for a while, so I might be a bit rusty at it. I don't. My channel's not about auctions. It's just more of a hobby. Myself.
It's a fun channel. It's a fun channel.
I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. But I mean, if anybody wants to see my hallmarking license, you can. It's all done in Birmingham SA office. And so over here, it is law to have any precious metal hallmarked professionally, not stamped by yourselves. So it gives people peace of mind that they are buying 39 silver or whatever you're selling or making. So I'll be doing the video is going to be showing all the pieces with the COA and kind of like a boundary price. If anybody wants to email me before the auction and wants to buy anything, you can do it that way, and just go from there. Really, I'm not here. If you can't afford anything to buy, don't be pressured to buy something, because I want people to feel that they have to, and I'm not that way inclined. So, I think that's it, isn't it?
Pretty well it. I'm just saying farewell, guys. Stick around in the background, and when we end here, Dale, and I'll see what I can do for you for an extra coin in your package.
Oh man, you're magic.
Thanks, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Take care. And we